Hey guys, how you doing? This is Fallen here. I'm gonna be. This is my first video on my new YouTube channel. Just wanna have some fun with this. Uh, I want to do this as a hobby. This seems like a lot of fun. I've got inspired to tell life stories about other people because they get a lot of feedback. It just seems really interesting. Like people actually want to hear these stories, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be my case since there's already a lot of other people out there that have similar stories to me and they're more interesting. They're a bigger hit, obviously. They have a lot of subscribers, like 200k, 300k, whatever. But I already know this channel isn't going to be that successful. Probably won't even get like 100 subscribers, but that's alright. I just want to do this as a hobby because it seems like a fun thing to do. Just free time. But, anyways, so I'm going to start off this video as you can see in the title. It's called I Caught Some Kids That Were Shoplifting. Okay, this story isn't that interesting. Like, oh, I caught these kids shoplifting. I'm gonna call the cops on them, or I'm gonna like go confront them and tell them that's wrong. No, 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 no. That's not the case. So, anyways, I used to live in California. I don't live there anymore, but I used to go to the school that was really ghetto. It was a middle school, and yeah, there's a lot of fucked up things that happened there. But anyways, that's not what I'm gonna talk about. Might talk about that in a later video. But yeah, so I was at school. Me and my friends were. I always had to walk home at like after school. It wasn't that far of a walk, so I walked home with me and my buddy. You know, we're walking home. We're just having a grand old time. We're just being kids. This is back when I was like 13, 12. I don't know. So I think it was like 13, 12-ish. But anyways, me and my friend are walking home. So like to get to our house, we live like in a gated apartment. So like there's like a whole bunch of like stores near us where we live. It's like a walking distance, like a minute or two. And yeah, so we were walking home. Me and my friend, I don't know. I guess we wanted to go to the store. There's like a little like 7-Eleven type-ish store, like one of those. It's just like a knockoff, I guess you can say, of like a 7-Eleven, but it's a convenience store. Yeah, that's what it is, a convenience store. Um, we walk in there, okay? So this is after school, so of course there's gonna be like a bunch of people there, like a bunch of like uh kids that go to school, like students. So me and my friend walk in there. I'm not sure what we were gonna buy. I think I used to drink a lot of like energy drinks as a kid because I used to think that was like really cool. Like, ooh, I'm a badass drinking energy drinks, left and right. Ooh, I'm such a badass. I used to be one of those loser kids. Like, I don't mean to like categorize people. Like, I don't want to do that, but I used to be like one of those kids that were just a big loser. I don't really like saying that, but that's pretty much what I was. So I was like, ooh, I gotta do this to fit in with all these other people because drinking monsters are so cool. I'm such a badass for drinking a monster. Like, holy crap. That's pretty much what I thought. But that's not the case. I drink energy drinks now, but I don't think that anymore. I like try to hide it sometimes because I kind of feel like a loser drinking so many energy drinks. Probably drink like one every day. I'm trying to stop, but I can't really do it anyways. I can't really stop. But anyways, that's not what the story is going to be about. So, we walk in there. There's these kids that are in the back by like the Gatorade section. You probably know where that is in your 7-Eleven. But there's these kids are like fucked up bad kids, like you don't want to be like messing with them, you don't want to talk to them, you don't want to have anything to do with these kids. But they open up the door to the refrigerator, they open up their backpacks, and they just grab Gatorade after Gatorade. I'm not sure if it was Gatorade or Powerade, but it was one of those. But they grabbed him, they shoved him in this kid's backpack, like one of the kids that were stealing. He shoved the Gatorades in his backpack. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Don't, this is illegal. Don't do this. This is not cool, man. I'm like, don't steal. And they're like, what? I'm not a snitch, so I wasn't gonna tell. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't like snitches at all, because I hate it when people snitch on me. But, so, I caught these kids stealing a whole shit ton of Gatorades. And then they like walk out without even buying anything, and like the cashier didn't see them. this store is pretty small. Like the cashier could have like saw them doing this, but he didn't. But anyways, we walk out, and I'm walking with these kids. I'm like, what the fuck? You just stole these Gatorades. I'm like, dude, let me have one. You just stole all of these. He's like, no, you gotta pay for it. I'm like, oh my, is this what you're doing? You're gonna make me pay for your Gatorade? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. But that was pretty much. I don't know. That's a boring story. That's what I'm talking about. Like these stories aren't gonna be as interesting as you thought they were. But, anyways, I mean, I have a lot of interesting stories, but this wasn't one of the top. Like, I have a whole bunch of top stories. Like, first time smoking weed, first time having a panic attack of dabbing, caught sexting. I have all these good stories, like really good stories. But I just want to kick off the channel. But yeah, it's just ridiculous that these kids are gonna charge me for something they stole, and I saw them steal it. But if you guys have any suggestions in the comments, or if you guys have any suggestions, can you please post them in the comments so I can like remember about these stories and talk about them. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. Have a good day.